Use this shotgun play to go ahead and keep your opponent guessing on where you're going to attack them on the field. Coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel and show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, I want to go ahead and talk about the next play we're going to take a look at are the gun tray open. The previous play we looked at was clear out, and essentially it was a levels concept. We were attacking our opponent off to the left hand side. Now we're going to go ahead and try to attack them off to the right hand side, and we do have a quick release with the running back route, a nice little running back route out of the Y corner. So we're going to look at Y corner as our base play. And if you are new to my channel, you want to get the rest of this formation, or if you're interested in Panthers playbooks, hit the subscribe button and the notification icon. You're going to be able to get some tips. I roll up a bunch of different tips on a daily basis, so just hit that notification icon. Alright, so basically we're going to go ahead and run this, and let's run this against man defenses just so you can see how that works. Alright, so with man defenses, basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and streak up our outside receiver funches, and this is going to be our standard adjustment before we snap the ball. The reason why is I want to go ahead and clear out that corner out for man coverages in certain types of zones. That should actually give Dixon a free release to actually go ahead and get to the outside of the sideline so I can attack my opponent off to the right. So my first progression is going to be basically funches to see what type of a press I've got. If it is press coverage and he does have a favorable release, which he doesn't against this defensive back, I might pop him up for a big shot. But we're going to be looking over at Benjamin and then Dixon. Now against man coverage also, this out and up will actually go ahead and get separation with the running back. And then you've got Shepard. Now I don't necessarily look at this unless I know my opponent is using a lot of man coverage, because it does take a little bit longer to actually develop. But we're going to go essentially look at the crossing routes. Over the middle is one of our base reads. I know that in route is always going to get separation. And also what's going to happen too is that you're also going to have this corner route that you can hit too, especially if it's off coverage like that. You can pretty much hit that deliberately. Now this running back will get separation against man coverage. And you can pick up some pretty good yards with it. You can see right there I was able to pick up 15 yards. You know, it does take a while to develop, so if you got a guy that's heavy blitzing, especially like a mid blitz like this, you really can't wait for that. But as you can see, a defender was nowhere in the area, and I was able to pick up a good 15 yards with it. Now finally, you've got the deep posts that you might be able to hit. And as you can see right there, I was able to get that off, but I forced that ball in there. I'm really going to be looking to the deep post for other coverages. So let's go ahead and take a look at this play against cover 2. Now against cover 2, basically you're still going to go ahead and make your same progressions off to the left. But what's going to happen is that you can throw this deep post route and pick up a good 30-yard gain pretty much all the time, because any kind of mid reads, you've got to follow the guys underneath. So this is what's cool about this particular play, is that you can get some monster yards with the deep post if you read it correctly. But you really want to be focusing off on the left hand side. Watch as the defensive back actually falls up, and then you can actually just go and just flip it off to the left. So you know that post is going to get open, so it's one of those big play opportunities you're going to get, and he's going to have to focus himself off to the left right here. So his back right here, this defensive back, tell for cover 2, he puts his back towards the butt towards the sideline, and he floats up. And then I've also got the separation of a cover 2 shell up top, and this guy is actually going to be is essentially going to be following the corner route. So I've got a high-low read. I know I can hit that deep post route. It's going to be something I got to hit. And because this corner route gets pulled out, I can actually go underneath and hit this little crossing route. But if you use the clear out route, that's essentially going to be the same type of situation. So, and sometimes you can basically hit this little out route. That might be available to you too against cover 2 if a cover 2 carry. But I would look for the deep post, because that's always going to get separation. So right here looks kind of like a cover 4, and once again, big post route, wide open, an easy 35-yard gainer off that. So let's take a look at cover 3. Alright, so same kind of look as before, but now we've got a 3-high safety, or a single high safety. That's showing me that I've got cover 3. And a lot of times what's going to happen is that you might actually still get the separation with the big play, because you got your one defender actually pulling up the safeties off the left-hand side, but you still got this high-low look. And also you've got the corner route that you can hit too. So if the safeties play down or they play the flats, you've got the deep corner route that you can hit. It's really more of a man breeder. You're really going to be looking for that deep post. The deep post is going to get open pretty much the majority of the time. So that's pretty much where you want to go with that particular ball. So, and I've also got this little check and release out route by the running back. So you're still same kind of progressions. Once again, this streak is just a clear out, and we've got Benjamin in the middle is just a clear out too. And considering a lot of those other plays essentially were basically complemented to the clear out play itself. That's, you pretty much want to work off of that as much as possible. So let's see if we can get this again. So you can see the defenders just don't play that post. This post is kind of glitchy, and the complement of these routes is just gonna make it very difficult for your opponent to go and stop this type of stuff. So this post is going to get wide open majority of the coverages that you're looking at. So you know going into it, you can definitely hit your opponent deep over the middle. And you can rack that puppy and actually get an easy 30 yards. So this is a really good play to go and hit your opponent for a big 30-yard gainer. Well, if you've been playing online enough, you actually probably ran into cover 4, so it's a very common play. Still same kind of looks and progressions as before. But now what's going to happen is this corner is going to get wide open just because of the route combinations. He's going to have to do over-the-top coverage, but you can pretty much hit that corner on the back side. So this is going to allow you to go, and if your opponent uses cover 4 on either side of the field, you can essentially go ahead and hit him with a deep corner route because just the cover 4s just don't cover the corner routes like they should. So that's what's pretty cool about this, is that you can get a good 20-yard gain off the sideline against cover 4. So if your opponent's actually trying to abuse you with that, big posts you're probably not going to be able to hit. But you can dump it down to this running back route, and that post is actually going to pull one of those defenders out of the area. So with the complement of this, you can hit the sidelines against your opponent. If he's running cover 4 against you and you're in a no huddle situation, you need to get the ball down the field, he's going to get destroyed on this play, because essentially you can hit both sidelines against him, and he's not going to have anything to go and stop him. So that's what I do like about this play. He's really going to attack the sidelines against them, and it's going to be a nice little complement to the clear out, the gun tray open clear out, which I showed as a previous play. So once again, to my subscribers, thank you for support, guys. If you like these tips, go ahead, hit the like button, let me know. Also, I'll be rolling out the third and final play out of this series is going to be a play action read. I like this because it does give me another quick out. I have a couple other opportunities to hit my opponent for a big post route on the other side, and it's a nice man read. So once again, thank you for your support, guys, and until next time.